I'm Juan Muñoz. I serve as trustee for the Oak Park Township. I serve as the first elected Latino trustee for the township, but hopefully many more to come. And I serve as liaison for the Senior Services Committee. What that means is that I oversee the senior services and disability services that we provide to the township, including services, transportation services, and daily meal delivery. I also own a local bakery. I have taken over that business here recently and have taken that on as a challenge to be connected more into the community and help grow that business. I do think that Hispanic Heritage Month is a time to reflect. So I think I would agree that it's not necessarily celebrating in the traditional sense, but more so reconnecting. So reconnecting to my own roots, reconnecting to the community, just as a reminder that we are connected in this particular way, and do have shared stories with each other and do have shared celebrations, and this is one way to be reconnected into the community. I would say that one aspect that I cherish about my Hispanic heritage is our time together. So taking the opportunities to celebrate when we have major life milestones where there's births in the family, birthdays coming together, but also together in mourning. So we're having to get together with the passing of a loved one, it's still an opportunity to reconnect with those that are still here with us and cherish that time that we have here together. So the way that my family and I celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month here in Oak Park is that we become more involved and reconnect with the Hispanic community here. We are a fairly small percentage of the population. I think at this point we're about 9% of the population of Oak Park. But we do want to celebrate the community that we have here and invite those in the communities around us to come celebrate with us. So the way that I've become involved in Oak Park is by being a part of the village's DEI Committee for Hispanic Heritage Month, helping organize the Viva Festival. I was part of the inaugural Viva Festival Committee in 2023 and 2024. This year I started with the committee. Unfortunately, I had other commitments that I have to drop off, but I will be celebrating the day of and helping support celebrate that day. Yeah, I think the message I would like folks to take away is that Hispanic heritage and Hispanic individuals contain multitudes. So the identity of Hispanic or Latino or Mexican or other background is just one part of what each individual is celebrating, where they may identify as fully American and fully Mexican and as a mother, as a father, and other identities that serve them. It connects them into the community, and that Hispanic Heritage Month is a way to celebrate one part of their identity. I would say a song that holds special meaning to me and special connection is an older song by an artist named Jose Maria Napoleon. He is an artist from my hometown in Mexico, Aguascalientes, and he has a song called Vive. Vive is essentially about enjoying the life we have. We only have one life to live, to enjoy the connection and to be happy that one day we will no longer be here. It's a little bit of a morbid reminder, but a reality for all of us that we're here once and to enjoy our life now. I think my Hispanic heritage has taken a while to evolve. So growing up, we moved to many small towns around the US in Colorado, Minnesota, where we were a small percentage of the population and typically coming into a mostly white community and faced animosity a lot of times where being the other and coming in, and the folks feeling that my family were taking jobs. It felt like a difficult thing to wrestle with as part of my identity. So it took a while to evolve, what that meant for me personally. And I think I always had a pride of being Mexican and being able to bridge the cultures between my family, my community, and the community that we lived in. So I served as a cultural bridge, as an interpreter, as a teacher to help my family navigate the communities that we lived within, and being proud of being Hispanic, being Mexican, was a strength for me to have that as a core identity and build off of that to build connection, and build those connections in communities that we may have not always been welcome in. I'd say a historical figure would be Cesar Chavez. He's a social, he fought for civil rights in California, primarily for Latinos, Chicanos. So he's a source of inspiration in having a quiet kind of leadership, a presence, not through being boisterous, but by being present, by being consistent, and having and being a representative of the community for the benefit of the community. Yeah, so I would say a personal hero of mine, I would have to say my own mother. So her navigating, coming to a new country and not knowing the language, trying to make life work with 3 small kids. It wasn't easy, and I could see it was very difficult, and it created a lot of respect both ways. So I really respected all the work that she had to do and all the sacrifices she had to make, and it pushed me to make sure that I held up my end of it and helped support the family and helped her make those connections into the new community that we had. And as we've gotten older, making sure that I'm doing everything for her now to make sure that she doesn't have to make those same kind of sacrifices anymore, and being able to live a life now that's a lot more comfortable than the one that we had growing up. Yeah, I think I would reiterate that, as we connect with one another, understanding that we do contain a lot of identities of who we are. We contain a lot of truths, experiences that are impossible to see on the surface. So the only way that we can actually make connections and uncover those experiences, those truths, is by talking to one another, sharing our stories, sharing our experiences, and building a community of where.
I lead the fundraising department at the Dominican University. So I raise money to ensure that our students have a well-funded education. Hispanic Heritage Month means so much to me. It provides me the moment to reflect on my family, my relatives, and the amazing things that they've done throughout the years, the resilience, in order for my sister and I to have every opportunity afforded to us. What they've done in the past has led to not only successes that I've been able to achieve, but also pass those learnings and values to my own daughter as she is moving on towards the graduate college. When I think about the Hispanic culture and what we bring to society, we bring so many different things. We bring a richness of food, music, art, culture, and all of that is stemming from generations before us as we build upon different family traditions and so on. But we keep the common thread throughout, that it has a sense of pride that each and every one of us have, is as we not only appreciate the richness of the many diversities that we have in the Hispanic culture, but also what we bring forward to future generations. one of my most fondest moments about just the Hispanic culture and people who have influenced me is actually having an opportunity to meet Cesar Chavez when I was early on in college. When he spoke with such sincerity but determination. And as he described about the hard work and the resiliency of the farm workers movement, it really inspired me and it put things in perspective that we've always accomplished and fought for what we believed was right. And for me, that moment was one of pure inspiration, was one that I use today when I'm at tables where decision making is happening. I bring back that memory of how all of us play a role in representing our communities. And that day when Cesar Chavez spoke, it was one of those empowering moments for me, and I really appreciate and value that specific time in my life. It's Hispanic Heritage Month for me, and also for my family. It provides the space to really think about our contribution to society. It provides a space where a moment, so to speak, where we can really reminisce about growing up in a Latino family, growing up with a sense of dedication towards our community. There's so many valuable things that we bring to our society, not only the richness of our food, our culture, but also our innovation, our determination, our grit. It is, for me, this month, as we showcase the different stories, it re-energizes me in terms of seeing what others are doing in our community. I am very, let me think about this. For me, it's a celebration of what we've accomplished, and Hispanic Heritage Month is also shows the excitement that I have for our future. There's so many of us that have, with determination and grit, have moved and accomplished so many great things, but it is also an opportunity for us to really just educate the future generations of how our past influences and creates us today, and how every action that we do provides just tremendous lessons for future generations to learn from. I really believe that as a society, we need all these different cultures. We need all these different peoples. We need a society that is rich in diversity, that is rich in just in every facet that you can think of. I am extremely proud to be Latino. I'm extremely proud of the accomplishments that we have done, that my family has done, that friends and relatives who are Latino have done over the years. And I am so excited for what the future holds for us. Yes, we're resilient. In times like this, the resilience never stops. And that's, for me, a big inspiration. So I utilize this month, Hispanic Heritage Month, as an opportunity to just re-energize and really think about how best to move forward in a positive way. Yeah. One thing that I would love just for people to know is that we have so many more things that we share in common than our differences. We are all want to have our security for our families. We all want education for our families. We all want to feel a sense of belonging. We all want to make sure that opportunities are afforded to us, and that we align our resilience, our dedication, our determination to really make our lives good. And we share those things. We share those values. We share the dreams of making sure that our children have everything that they need in the future. We share things of joys. We love spending time with our families. We love knowing about other people. We are so we're just so excited to live our lives every day. I recall in Mexico, every day my grandmother, when early in the morning, as she would make breakfast, and a simple breakfast of tortillas and beans and eggs, she said, "Today is a good day," and that's how we started off the days. And I think all of us share those values when we want to wake up and we want to see that, we want to feel that today is going to be a good day. I'm really inspired about all the different cultures and the diversity that we share. At the same time, we all live in this community. We all are part of this world, and we know that the things that we do or the things that others do, it affects us all in one way or another. And for me, Hispanic Heritage Month is a great opportunity to showcase our contributions to our overall community, and it makes me proud to be a Latino. I would say my favorite dish, it is my grandmother's flour tortillas, beans with eggs. It was the most simplest of foods, but yet there's something about her making it that just made it like you felt home. You felt loved. You felt a sense of belonging. And it's one of my fondest memories growing up. And I can eat that every day. And I did eat it every day, along with a bottle of Mexican Coke, which might have not been that good for health-wise, but overall, it brings a lot of just warm feelings in terms of our food and the contributions and the culture of my family. That tasted great. I'm sorry. Yeah. I bring my heritage to the table all the time. It is what those experience of resilience, those experience that lessons I learned along the way is something that I apply to my work. My lived experience is what I bring forth when I think about making decisions that affect other people's lives. My lived experience, my heritage, is what I think about when times are tough, and I'm reminded of the resiliency of my family and everything that they went through to come to this country and make sure that we had opportunities, every opportunity available for us. My Hispanic heritage is influenced me. It is me in everything that I do. I bring that forth to Dominican University, where I understand many of our students' experiences, being the first to graduate from high school, being the first to go into college, not necessarily understanding how to navigate that world, but still very determined to do so. And I bring those things to the table in my work, so to ensure that opportunities and services are afforded to them. Fundraising is a tough job, but I know that every dollar that I earn contributes back to our students, but also our culture and our identity. There's so many people that have influenced, so many Hispanic artists who have influenced me in terms of musical artists. Marco Antonio Solis is definitely one of them, from lead singer of Los Bukis. Just his songs of romance and heartbreak is something that I've enjoy listening to and also can relate to personal life experiences. Dolores Huerta is someone who always comes up as well as someone who's inspirational. But it's also the day-to-day people that I meet in person, and friends and colleagues. All of them have been inspirational. All of them bring their own sense of just experience and friendship and knowledge. And for me, that's the most valuable thing. I think we're all, my inspiration comes from many, many different people. And the Latino community has a wealth of them.
My name is Christina Waters. I'm the Oak Park elected village clerk, and I work for the people of Oak Park. Hispanic Heritage Month means to me a time to reflect and a time to think about my family and where we've been and where we're going. One of my fondest memories is with my family in Pilsen, definitely in the summertime, and some of the neighborhood kids would open up the fire hydrant, and my sister and I and some cousins would be over at my grandmother's house on 18th and Troop, and we would play in the streets with the fire hydrant, and the water would just be going everywhere, and it was always such a good time. So my favorite food, it's interesting. My favorite food is nostalgic because we have Flauta Day in my family. It is held the day after Thanksgiving, or on occasion it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. And it's a time where we all come together and we all make flautas together. And so flautas are particularly hold a special place in my heart. However, I do love tamales and champurrado. I love, love, love champurrado. And my favorite artist is Vicente Fernandez. I know that's a little old school, but his music definitely reminds me of my family and the parties that we used to have over at my grandmother's house. So Vicente Fernandez, Frida Kahlo. I think her artwork was before her time, and it expressed who she was in a way that the world was just not ready for. So, as a Black Latina in America, I've had the privilege of being immersed in both of my cultures. And I've had the beauty of being in Pilsen, and my father made sure that we traveled to Mississippi in the summers. So, I would just, as a younger girl, I wasn't sure where I fit in necessarily, but, at the ripe old age that I am now, being grounded and authentic in who I am today, I know that I can encourage each and every one of you to be liberated enough to know who you are and to stand in your own truths.